Hey everybody, AJ here. It's been a while since I've made a regular video. I've been super busy lately. I've been working, and also I don't currently live in my car anymore. So I've been sleeping out on the streets. So please forgive me. I was about to say please apologize. Excuse me. I do the apologizing. Currently at a park right now, just because I don't want to walk all the way across town to where I usually go to kind of chill and stuff. Um, so I'm just chilling at this park right now until eventually the cops come or until the park closes, which I don't even know what time it does. But so I want to give a couple updates before I start the video. So basically, like I said, I'm living out on the streets. I am not living in a car anymore. That's going to be a temporary situation though, so um, I'm not going to stress about that too much. Um, and I've been working lately, so I have some money coming in. Thank goodness, because I definitely want to get this YouTube thing going more, and I definitely want to improve the quality and stuff. Because right now I'm only filming on my phone, sorry. So that's about all the updates I have. You guys seem to like my short from the last video. It was I was messing around with some Walmart employees and stuff, and you know, for a short, that's probably good though. I got like 2,000, like 2,300 views and 23 likes. That's pretty good. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed and stuff. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you to 21 subscribers. We are growing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to touch on the topic of why nobody wants to work anymore. And I have some very good valid reasons of why. I know I'm late to the party, but I'm going to give my perspective on it and my experiences working really crappy jobs. So it's aware that everybody nowadays knows about the inflation. Everything's expensive. The cost of living has gone up while our pay hasn't gone up significantly at all. Minimum wage is still at $7.25. That's the federal minimum wage is $7.25. Who in the fuck wants to work for $7.25 an hour? Because I'll tell you right now, I am getting paid pretty much that much right now at my current job. I am in Texas because, but I'm in Texas. So I guess the cost of living is cheaper down here or something, or it's different down there from where I came from. So basically a lot of jobs down here are extremely low paying, and it's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that way. I mean, come on, like this isn't just done on accident. This is all done by design, and it's crazy to me because we shouldn't have to work 50 to 60 hours a week just to try to make it by with the bills that we accrue and the bills that we have to pay, and to get shelter, like shelter for me. Shelter is like a thing that's a necessity. It shouldn't be a thing that is like a want. Every human being, no matter if you're a good or a bad person, or I don't care who you are, you should be able to be provided with shelter. It's an essential way of living, but I get it that, back years and years and years ago, there's cavemen, even they had shelter. Like they were living in rocks and shit, and they had shelter, and there are a lot of ways that people were able to get shelter, with, like not a house, like, they got shelter, and it's just ridiculous that we got to pay such a ridiculous amount of fucking money just to try to live somewhere and, be away from everything, and have security. And I know I'm kind of, the whole point of the video is supposed to be about why no one wants to work anymore, and I'll get into that. First of all, employers, you're not paying enough. It's just, we're gonna start it off. You're not paying enough. You're not paying these people to live a sustainable lifestyle. You're not paying them enough to live. You are paying them such a dirt wage that no one can make it by. And it's like, and then all these employers are upset. They're all like, oh, well, we're hiring and stuff, and no one wants to work for us and stuff, and yada, yada, yada. And we're always short staffed. And, it's like, well, that's kind of your fault, because, or majority of it is your fault, because you're not paying enough. That there's a lot of these companies out here, like fast food chains, retail stores. Not all of them, but majority of them make such a big profit each year. That they easily could pay everyone a really good wage. Like for me right now, I'm getting paid $7.50 an hour at my current job, which is 25 cents above the minimum wage. Can you believe that? I'm getting paid 25 cents above the minimum wage. And it's just like that's criminal. It's like, and like a lot of these jobs, they're back breaking, they're mentally exhausting, they're physically exhausting. They're not worth it. Like, I swear to God, you can find anything, like you can find a hobby that probably pays more in a couple of days than working at one of these jobs for a week. I swear to God, you easily can make a lot more money in like a couple of days, or even a day, doing like some side hustles or finding some sort of hobbies and stuff. That's what a lot of people are resorting to, is finding something they're passionate about and pursuing that while making money. It's perfect. But here's the thing: a lot of people don't have talents, and a lot of people don't have the ability to have a hobby or something that can make them money. So they have to work at these shitty jobs, and these shitty jobs don't pay them nothing. Second point, which everyone knows already, the cost of living is ridiculous. And why do you want to work at these really crappy jobs? They don't pay you nothing, just to try to keep up in life and try to be a part of the matrix, the system that we're all born into, this system of corruption and just complete nonsense. Okay, complete nonsense, that we're supposed to pay for shelter, we're supposed to pay to get around, we're supposed to pay, like what system is this? Like, who created this system? Because I'm telling you right now, the system is not sustainable for nowadays. And not to mention it too, like a lot of these employers that hire you and stuff, they're awful. Sorry, my camera just keeps. That should be good. But it's like no one wants to work anymore, because everybody sees the same result. You work X amount of hours, you get X amount of dollars, and then you got to factor in your X amount of expenses that you have to pay to live in the society and to live in nowadays. It's ridiculous, and it's nonsense. Like I shouldn't have to be paying like 3 to 4 times like the amount of rent each month just to have a roof over my head. And I shouldn't have to be paying 3 to 4 times the amount to eat, to survive, drinks, like water. It's like all this stuff is just expensive. It's overpriced, and I don't understand why. And not that I don't understand why. I don't understand a lot of it, but what I can understand is inflation and shit. And it's just everyone is starting to see that it's not worth, again, working 40 years of your life, right? 40 years of your life that that those years are supposed to be like happiness and chasing your dreams and doing this, but instead we're born into a system. We're supposed to work like pretty much like 70% of our life. We're working 9 to 5. It's not even 9 to 5 anymore. Like they're 12-hour, 14-hour shifts because no one wants to work. And the people that have to work, or people that do work, they work these long hours that drain their soul, that drain them mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's like you don't even have enough time to even go home and try to recoup and try to get yourself back in a good mindset, except you gotta eat quick with whatever money you have left after you're done, spending on your money and bills. And it's like, and then you have to go to bed right away, and it's like, what if you don't sleep well? It's just like this is not, it's not worth it. And for someone who's working, again, like it is exhausting, but it's the only route that I can take right now for me to make money, because this YouTube thing, it's not big yet, and I don't expect it to be big, of course, because that's such an unrealistic expectation or goal of mine right now. But this is something I'm working on for free and stuff, and I enjoy this a lot more than working a 9 to 5 job. Taking orders from people that don't have as much life experience as you, or that are just not empathetic and don't really care and stuff. It's just, a lot of people are starting to wake up to this reality that all you do is work and 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 work to get almost nothing in return. Like, it's just the way everything is set up. It's the way that everything is set up, that we got to pay, again, 3 to 4 times the amount for shelter. We got to pay 3 to 4 times amount for food, water, necessities. It's like, this is ridiculous. And I see this a lot in America and stuff. I always love the US. I always love the place that I am, because I love America, but at the same time, like, it's going into a dump. It's literally becoming a dump. Like, you cannot afford to live anymore, and you can't afford to live happily. You're stressed out all the time. You're worried about making rent the next month. You're worried about getting evicted. I've been through all this stuff before. I've already lost my car because I couldn't make payments on it anymore, because I was out of a job and stuff, which is completely my fault and stuff. But it kind of just factors into, like, we work for things that ultimately, this is crazy. Ultimately, we don't even own. We truly don't own our homes, because if we owned our homes, why the hell am I paying HOA, and why the hell am I paying property taxes on it? Here's the thing: if I own it, I own it. If someone can come and take away your stuff from you that you claim to own, or you think you own, you don't own it. See, we're all, it's just crazy because we're born into a system where all we are modern day slaves. Like, people think of slaves as, people like people back then, like picking cotton and stuff, not to be racist or anything. I'm just using it as an example. Picking cotton and stuff, working for other people with, and just being a slave to them and having to take orders. Except nowadays, like, whoever designed all of this, whoever designed this sneaky little system, this manipulative system, they have designed it in such a way to think that we will get somewhere someday by working X amount of hours each year for X amount of years to get ultimately nothing in the end. even if you get a car, right? Even if you have a paid off car and shit, the government still and the insurance companies still find a way to milk money out of you. They still find a way to get money out of you. That's all we do is generate income. That's all we are used for. Otherwise, we are pieces of trash that are thrown out to the streets, and we don't matter. And or we're just helpless beings. It's sickening. It's just absolutely sickening. And that's why nobody wants to work, because again, people see it for what it is, and there are some people that don't see it at all because they're so blinded by this system. They're so blinded by the deception of this design, and this whole idea of, you work and then you get things you want. Well, that might be true, but again, you got to factor in the cost of living. You got to factor in, you got to factor in so much. But again, it's like you don't get anything out of it. You get absolutely nothing. Like, I am currently homeless right now because I couldn't afford to keep renting an apartment. That honestly, if if we had to rent in our own country, we have, because like I hear this thing. I know there's this one YouTuber, Joey the Gypsy, was talking about it, how there are some people saying that we stole the land and stuff. It's like, if we stole the land, why are we paying rent? Why are we paying property taxes if we stole the land? The people that we stole the land from, we would be charging them rent, but no, we're getting charged rent to stay somewhere. It's like none of this makes sense. It's all designed. It's all meant to be this way. It's all meant to keep us broke, keep us depressed, keep us in this cycle until we die. It's like that's not my purpose. My purpose isn't here to work for somebody else, to take orders from somebody else for X amount of years to get what I want. I can get what I want, but that takes a lot of searching for my passion. That takes a lot for understanding myself more. That takes a lot. Like, I get it if you have to work a crappy job temporarily to get somewhere that you want, that you enjoy, and make money off of it. You know what? That ultimately that's what you have to do. But at the same time, this shouldn't be a thing you do for 40 plus years. There's people that are not renting anymore. There's people that are sleeping out of their cars, are living out of their cars, setting up like van life, or living out of tents, and not renting or buying houses anymore because they realize that safety and security, all it does is consume you. There's a saying, I gotta think of it. Something. Whatever you try to own starts to own you. So basically, you're trying to keep this house, you're trying to keep this apartment, you're trying to keep this lifestyle, but all it does is it's taking your energy, it's taking all your time, and it's taking everything from you to keep that. So ultimately, it ends up consuming you and owning you instead of you owning it and consuming it. Like this is crazy shit. And like, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to work anymore. Why would you want to work for somebody that pays you crap wages, that treats you like crap all day? You're put under so much stress for X amount of hours just for this much. That's all we do is generate income. That's all we do is generate wealth for those who don't give a fuck about us at the end of the day. They don't care about you. They don't care about your story. They don't care if you had a hard life. They don't care if you're homeless. All they care about is what you can do for them, how you can generate income, and how much you can generate for them while giving you this much. Welcome to the American dream. Welcome to this corrupt system. Welcome to this corrupt design. Call me crazy, call me nuts, put me in a mental hospital. I've been there before. Okay, you can put me in it again, but I know what I'm saying. I know what other people are saying too. This isn't just some crazy delusion that I'm spitting out to the camera. This isn't some like cooked up idea that has been manifesting, and not manifesting, but kind of marinating up in my thoughts and shit. Like like we're so blinded by it. It's because, again, we were born into it. We're conditioned to be okay with the system, and more people are starting to wake up to it. But then there are some people who are so completely gone that there's no saving them, like, at all, like at all, like, and the thing is, for me, I don't plan on ever, really owning an apartment, or not owning an apartment, but renting an apartment or owning a home anytime soon, because first of all, it's too fucking expensive. Secondly, I don't want to cling down to some apartment that, all that I work this many hours and stuff to barely go to my apartment, you know, the you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all? Like, this is nuts. And again, we need more people to wake up to this. We need more people to, like, understand what system, like, we're living in and shit. Like, like this is not normal. This shouldn't be normal, and this shouldn't be okay. And that's really why a lot of people don't want to work anymore, is because the things that they want, they have to you ultimately have to sacrifice your individual self for these things that can get taken away from you at any time. I had someone tell me that everything can just be taken away from you all at once. Just at a snap of a finger, everything can get taken away from you. Your car, your house, your job, your possessions, you know? But all those things are things. They're just things. They easily can be replaced. Easily. So, like, it's just, I hope we as a generation, Gen Z, I hope we can understand that, that this isn't okay. We got to fight against the corruption. We got to fight against the system. We just cannot do this. I'm not saying that work shouldn't exist, but work shouldn't be our entire life. Work shouldn't be something that leaves you drained at the end of the day just to get a small paycheck. That's not okay. And we need to stop normalizing this. So that's my rant for the video. That's my video for coming back. It's just been cooking up in my noggin for weeks, and I've seen other YouTubers touch on that topic. So I'm like, I'll do it too, because this is how I feel, and we need more people to speak out. Well, that'll be for the video. Just, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know. Just comment down below. What do you think about all this? Am I crazy? Is everybody else crazy? Or do you think, like, we're on to something here? Um, like and subscribe. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you like this kind of content where I sit down and I talk and, all this stuff, please subscribe. It does help me a lot. I do want this channel to get big. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for the video. AJ's out, and I hope you guys are having a good night, and we'll be back at it later. See you guys.